It's amazing you can just recite all of that right off the top of your head.
I put it on the back of the bottle. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
And today we are reviewing a very special product.
Yes.
A product individual to the two of us.
Yes.
If you guys follow our TikTok page, tiktok.com/bourbon_, just / at Bourbon Theory. Actually, sorry, I changed it. Bourbon Theory. You'll find it. We blended our own little special bottle 2 weekends ago. So this is...
So it's been aging for 2 weeks.
2 whole weeks in a bottle.
Yeah, which means it's not aging at all.
At all. So this is 50% of a Bardstown single barrel, a high rye, a 60% corn, and a 40% rye. This is 35% Green River wheated, which is 70% corn, 21% wheat, and 9% malted barley. And then 5% of a local distillery to us, Conviction Southern Grace Distilleries, their honey cask finish, which is 88% corn, 12% malted barley, finished in seasoned honey casks. So
it's amazing you can just recite all of that right off the top of your head.
I put it on the back of the bottle.
Josh also designed and had printed the label.
So this actually is one that it's very simple. You can actually go on Etsy and buy this one.
I do believe though that the bottle has
to
probably imparted some flavor on this.
You think?
I do, because this is a Henry McKenna 10-year.
Your favorite go-to bottle.
Single barrel.
Yeah. So I had the idea of blending our own blend, and what I wanted to do was take two of our favorite, your favorite type of bourbon, I think, is a wheated bourbon.
Has been for years. I'm
turning
more toward rye. But
yeah. And my favorite type of bourbon is the high rye bourbon. I like that spice and sweetness that you get, that best of both worlds that come through on those. So I wanted to take a little bit of both of those, combine it together. We did a 50-50 blend. Wasn't quite perfect. We did a 60-40 blend. Wasn't quite perfect.
We had the beakers out. We had
the whole nine.
Yeah.
Graduated cylinders.
Only thing we missed was, safety glasses.
And lab goats.
Yeah.
So we decided it wasn't quite sweet enough. It was missing a little something special. So we grabbed that honey cask finish Conviction, which is local to Mount Pleasant, North Carolina. Wonderful distillery. It's in an old prison camp. They do great Halloween tours.
If you follow Brad's Bourbon Reviews, Brad just did a barrel pick there.
Yes.
He's a big proponent of them. He loves them.
Yeah. So we're hoping to go down there and do a little behind the scenes tour with them at some point in the future. We've already made contact and they are interested, so hopefully we can get that scheduled. But we use their honey finish to just impart a little bit of sweetness onto this blend, and I think, frankly, it's pretty delicious.
Let's see what he thinks. Let's see what we think.
Yeah.
And our audience is going to see as well. So.
Man, I just love the spice and honey.
It's a very spicy nose.
They're all three there.
There's a honey there.
You could say I'm a little proud of this. This was my brainchild.
Can you tell? Can you tell?
You pick up that honey, you get that wheat funk in there a little bit,
there.
and then just a little bit of spice underneath it all. A little bit of oak, nothing crazy. I think the oldest in here is 6 years old, and then a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old.
This is I'm getting a bready.
There is a touch
note off this,
but doughy note.
If you think about it, the rye is rye bread.
The wheat.
So we come into it. There's honey breads.
that
are out there.
Oh, we didn't give any to Mom. I'm gonna save a little. I'm gonna save some of my glass for you, okay?
That'd be great.
All right, Dad. Let's tackle it. If this is an S class, I'll still be okay with that.
Well, for your first try, I wouldn't expect you to peak at that point.
Yeah, we improve.
Yeah.
Let's real quick let the people know that if they have not subscribed already, now is the time to do it. We would greatly appreciate it. It means the absolute world to us. Leave us a like on the video if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date on everything that we are doing. Leave us a comment because we'd love to talk to you. Have you ever blended your own bourbon? Question of the day. If you have not, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. You either make something beautiful or make some absolute trash that you wish you'd stopped before you started.
And I'll say this too, on the subscribing thing, we are currently at about 711.
At this very moment on April 18th.
2025. So our big goal right now is we want to get to 1,000. So we need 288, right? My math is correct.
Smaller every day.
So help us out. Push for it. So,
yeah, he wants it before I turn 30.
Before he turns 30.
Which is June 20th. So mandate has been set, and everyone watching, if you don't do it, I'm only going to be very disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I might quit. I'm just saying, I might quit. Although I'm really liking these chairs, so I might hang around for a little while longer.
All right, let's sip this thing.
Let's go. This is viscous. This is oily.
Mm-hmm.
That spice comes in.
Pretty spicy on the first sip. The longer it sits, the sweeter it gets.
There's an oak coming in here.
I think the second sip is going to be the place to be with this one.
The honey's there, but it's very, very light.
Yeah.
Very light.
Yeah.
What's the oldest thing in here?
6 years. So it's a fairly young blend.
It is, but there's a fair amount of oak, or it's the spice that's imitating the oak right now. So
there's a little bit of an oak impact in there. Nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing crazy. Yeah, you're right. The honey finish, a little bit of that in there is just a tiny little bit on your first sip.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the more it acclimates, the sweeter it gets. You ready for two?
Ready. Again, that thickness really presents well on the palate. It's the spice tamped just a little bit because I guess I got used to it. Honey's a little bit more forward. Oak is tamped down a little bit. It's really enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's going to make at least a D.
As long as it's not an F, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Swirl that water up a little bit here. Let's see. Whoops. I pulled a Josh.
Oh.
Except for I didn't get it on me.
Yeah, usually I over swirl and I get a little drop or two on myself. Nice to know it's not me today. Somebody's feeling it more than I am.
No.
A lot sweeter with that little drop in there.
It is, and it's a whole different note.
Yeah, the honey just pops with that. There's a little vanilla that comes in with it.
There's something else in here. I'm getting a much sweeter oak.
Yeah.
On it now than I was getting before.
A little bit like a wild turkey sweet oak.
Yes,
just
very much so.
A little bit like that.
Like a Jimmy's 70th nose here. But there's a sweeter fruit that's in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the cherry.
I'm rolling a little strawberry-ish here.
Yeah, I think I could go there.
Very light though. Very light. Ready?
Ready.
This blend might need about a ½ ounce of water.
Into the bottle.
Yeah. Because I think its best form is maybe closer to 104, 103 proof on that.
That really popped the spice for just about 15 seconds.
Yep. And then that sweetness just rolls through.
Yeah, comes right back in. And so as I go through this, it's a little bit hard to discern some of the notes that I'm picking up.
And that's kind of what I was going for when I had this thought, is I wanted it to get every little bit of that and just kind of meld together.
And that's where I was headed with it before I was rudely interrupted. But
what good are kids for?
So but what I was saying is it's very complex. It moves a lot. It moves a lot on the palate.
A little shake and bake. Little Ricky Bobby.
There you go. Hey, if you ain't first,
you're last.
That's right. So
I like it.
We don't script nothing on this thing.
That's just the father and son.
It's all natural here.
I have my rating set.
Okay, well let's ask our audience.
Yeah. What do you guys think off camera there?
Well, I like the honey. I can
Yeah,
definitely
pick
taste
that
that.
up. Okay.
But what's the spice? What's the
It's a little
spice?
peppery.
It's a little peppery,
Okay.
a little maybe a little allspice. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, I can taste it.
I thought I detected a little pear, maybe even apple.
Yeah.
You know what? I
There
said it
is
was
a
a
little
light
fruit
It was
in
a light fruit, but I couldn't really discern what it was.
Yeah.
Right.
And a lot of times those come through that way.
Yeah.
So.
We get a thumbs up, a thumbs middle, a thumbs down.
I say thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
All right.
Okay.
With the water, you like it better or?
Yeah.
With that
Yeah.
one drop in
With
there.
a little drop of
Yeah.
water.
Bloomed it a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah. So maybe put a little
Yeah,
water
a
in
little bit
here.
more water in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right. I'm ready for my rating. Where are you
All
at,
right.
Dad?
I'm gonna have to stick with a D. I think.
Well, darn.
No. I'd give this a B plus.
Oh, you're higher than I am. I was going to give it a flat B.
Well, we are almost always within a plus
Yeah.
minus one another.
Very rarely are we at the same rating.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when we know it's locked in 100%. Is
Right.
when we agree.
Yeah. So no, this is really good. I like it.
I like it too.
Not just because you made it, but because I like it.
Yeah.
So
We should mass
now
produce
the problem is we could never replicate it.
Nope, because we don't have enough of that Bardstown single barrel to do it.
Well, right. Yeah, that's 60-40 single.
This
barrel.
is very. We should get a few sample bottles of this and send it out.
Yeah. Pour some
And
samples
ask
for
for
some
ask for some.
Don't tell them
reviews.
what it is.
Yeah.
Just go mystery.
Yeah.
You tell us what you think.
That's a good idea.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us here tonight.
And like great bourbon, our videos get better with time.
And as always, take care of yourselves.